Hello everybody, welcome to the final episode of the Legend of Dragoon on the Mykita Gaming channel. This is it. We are here in the core of the moon. We thought we had everything under control when we defeated Zeeg, but oh no. The great wingly lord Melbu Frama is alive and well, and he has now taken over the body of the god of destruction. It is up to us to take him out now, prevent the birth of the god, and prevent the destruction of all life. There he is, waiting for us. But before we go, we gotta have our sentimental final conversations here. Let's start in the back here. Let's talk to Kongol. Emperor Dole would often say, "To make a world where all species are equal, a strong leader is needed." But Kongol knows, anybody can make a world where all species are equal. Even if you are not Dragoon. Gigantos, humans, Minintos, Winglies, anybody. Anybody having the feeling can do. But Kongol found out, anybody can destroy the world too. Gigantos, humans, Winglies, gods, anybody. Kongol found out one more thing. We can stop him. Dragoons can save the world. Kongol, hero of Gigantos. Kongol doesn't fear God. We can stop him. Dragoons can save the world. I think I like Kongol's best out of all of these that we're going to have. Let's talk to Miranda. When I decided to go with you, Queen Teresa told me to learn the meaning of the fate that Soa gave us. This is what I think. Fate belongs to those who are living. We can destroy the fate that somebody else made up. And this is the moment. Dart, let's do it. Stop him for all living creatures and their fate. Hashel? Dart, you look just like me when I was young. Did you notice? I didn't understand my daughter's pain at all. That's why I dragged it around until now. Shanna is the chosen girl, has the soul to destroy the world. When she discovered it, nobody but Shanna suffered as much. When Shanna comes around, I don't know where we will be. But I know one thing. You are the only one who can ease Shanna's pain. But it won't be realized unless we stop the Wingly who wants to be a god. Now, let's finish it up. I'll pound my secret art into his fat belly. Okay, Albert? We have been together since the Moon Gem was taken and Lavitz passed away. It's been a long time. We have fought, laughed, cried, and walked together all the way here. But we have to end the walk here. For the sake of the goal that led us here. And for the sake of all living creatures. Now let's go. Let's talk to Shanna first. Let's just check in on her. Shanna, wait for me a little. Maru, what you got to say? I was going to give you a little tour, but I ended up coming all the way here. But I was right. I was right in following Dart. I realized it. In this world, there are lots of people living with lots of thoughts, so that there are lots of fights. But there is happiness and joy as well. This is such an awesome world. I won't let him destroy it. I'm totally ready to go. And one more. Well, check out Zeeg. He says, Dad. And that's it. And of course, we got to end it with the first person that Dart ever met, which is Rose. Rose, are you ready? Yes, anytime. Okay. With that in mind, let's do an inventory check. I'm going in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healing fogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healing rains. 1, 2, 3 sun rhapsodies, 3 moon serenades, 2 angels prayers because I had to use one on the way here, a depetrifier, a spectral flash, which I'm probably never going to use that, the psych bomb, and all of our repeat items, some of which are just not going to get used because they're not worth it. Okay, we're good to go. I'm really not worried at all. Let's do this. It's time. Hey, the game wants you to make sure, right? Are you ready? I am. Let's go. Our last battle. Oh yes, and you get one last opportunity to check your party. We got our group, the core that we've been with. Dart, Albert, Haschel. I have acquired all. The immortality. And the ultimate power. I am the God who purifies the world. Under the fate determined by Soul. Death to those who rebel against fate. Death to all life. And may your death bless the new world to which I shall descend. We won't let you. We are the Dragoons. We are ready to fight against fate. Let's go. Okay, couple of things. Melbu Frama has 42,000 HP. He is, not surprisingly, non-elemental. Through this battle, he will go through 4 stages. This is the first, of course. As you can see, there's his main body, and then there are these tentacles. I'll take care of the tentacles in a minute. I'll wait till it's Dart's turn. For now, Haschel is going right in.
Take that, Omni Sweep.
1076, huh? Okay. Albert, what you got? 1001. Okay. Also, fun fact: if you are using additions in this fight that have counterattack options, Melbu Frama never counterattacks, so the circle button will never be needed. By the way, you'll also notice there's the Divine Dragon Spirit. We're not using that yet. We will, but not yet. First, we're psych bombing it. Get those tentacles out of there. I'm saving the power up, power down, all that stuff for later. Ooh. Apparently I did not destroy the tentacles. That's a surprise. You have to do better than that, Melbu. Yikes. See, this is why you want to get rid of the tentacles, man. You know what? Just throw that spectral flash, man. Just get it out of there. Trust me, it really cuts down on the attacks when you take those tentacles out. Okay, now they're gone.
Blossom Storm!
Melbu Frama will change forms the first time after you've dealt about 8,000 damage to him. Okay, now it's time to morph. This is important. Don't use the special. In this instance, at least. Albert and Haschel will basically go through a power decrease if they turn into Dragoons. And I actually need somebody to stay in human form to pump Dart with Sun Rhapsodies. Because we're just going to be going all magic here. Pretty badass looking Dragoon Spirit there. Ooh, now we got the Blimp Cam. Okay. Magic, Divine Dragon Cannon.
Divine Dragon Cannon!
Pretty awesome, isn't it? 1440. I'll take that any day. Eat it, Melbu. Okay. Now this is kind of weird. So, he just put up a defensive posture. It looks better with the tentacles because they actually form like a wall around him. You would think that destroying the tentacles prevents him from doing this, but it doesn't. And if I send Haschel in there, he's going to get hit. So I don't want to do that. But I will tell you what. Let's see here. Let's just power up Dart. Because I think Dart can still attack. It's only Haschel and Albert who can't. Now, if you're wondering, I have seen videos of people who have boosted themselves so high that they can actually knock out Melbu Frama before they get through all 4 forms of him. That's not going to happen here. I'm almost certain of that. $21.60. Yeah. Okay, next thing we gotta do is Sun Rhapsody Dart. And he is still blocked, huh? How do I want to do this? I don't know that I want to power him down yet. Let's speed up Dart. Okay, shift change. Now, okay, so as with everything else in the final dungeon, this battle itself contextually doesn't make a lot of sense. It's as if we're kind of going through the creation of the world through these generations, and Melbu Frama himself is evolving closer and closer to becoming the god of destruction. It's all very unclear. But, like, this is supposed to be sort of like, if you think of the book of Genesis, this is kind of like that whole in the beginning there was nothing.
Divine Dragon Cannon.
And now I can't remember for this. I think the shift change on this one happens at 20,000 HP damage. I'm not positive. Okay, but now we can attack again. Except, really, the first thing you have to do once Dart runs out of MP, whoever's next up has to cast the Sun Rhapsody on him. Because it's all about that cannon, man.
Blossom Storm.
Haha. That tickled. Okay, now here's how it's going to work from this point forward. Dart will attack using Blazing Dynamo, and then he'll have enough to transform for one turn, which is all I need, and then it will be cannon, revert back, and so on.
Take that, Omni Sweep.
That little arm laser thing is like his basic attack. He can't really do much more than that. Actually, that's not entirely true. He can also capture one of your characters and spit them out. He can use his own version of the Divine Dragon Cannon, which is not good.
Blossom Storm.
Ah, shit. Of course, then the screen inverts, which is really freakish. Now, I don't think Albert will take any damage if I attack him. If I attack Melbu Frama directly, that is. Yep, no damage to Albert. Works for me. Alright, one more Sun Rhapsody. And then after that, it's Moon Serenades. Okay, I gotta change that angle. Holy smokes. Ooh, too slow. Yikes. Come on, man.
Go. Go. Blazing Dynamo.
See, in his regular form, he does 935 with Blazing Dynamo. It's like, that's nothing, man. I can do way more if I'm using the Divine Cannon.
Take that, Omni Sweep.
Okay. Alright, at some point he's got to spit Albert out. There we go. Which of course deals damage to both of them. Of course, Albert don't care.
Blossom Storm! Take that! Omni Sweep!
Now, I have not been keeping track of how much damage I have done.
Go! Go! Blazing Dynamo!
Okay, morph time. So this is the second generation. So now you kind of have the creation of the Earth. And now we move to the third generation. And I'm not sure, again, my biblical knowledge is a bit lacking here. But I guess this is what, the beginning of the mountains and the rivers, as opposed to just sand or whatever. And now the fourth generation. I think this is Let There Be Stars. Stars and galaxies, and what the heck was that? Oh, Melbu, you ugly. What even is that supposed to be? Is that like freaking Space Battleship Yamato or what?
Blossom Storm! Take that! Omni Sweep!
We do need to be careful as we get towards the end. It won't matter here, but it will matter in the final stage. Another reason why I'm transforming after one successful Blazing Dynamo, and not, like, for instance, waiting until I've done 2 of them to give him 3 turns. In Melbuframa's final stage, if you're in Dragoon form too long, he will actually use a Dragon Block Staff on you. And you don't want that. I hope you like that 4th generation. Now the 5th generation. Now there's life. I will say this, the fact that this is all being done in the battle engine, this is pretty impressive stuff. now the 6th generation. This is civilization. People. I can't help but wonder if there's really some sort of message in these images. Then it kind of warps into this macabre imagery here, culminating in what you're about to see. Ugh. This is kind of freaky. It's like mountains of death. Also, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be, but it's scary. So, this is Melbu-Frama's final form. As I said just a minute ago, if you stay in Dragoon form too long, he will tuck in his tail, he will summon 2 monsters, and he will basically run the Dragon Block Staff attack and drop your attack and defense down. So, this is also where he's got some really funky attacks. So we gotta really get this. Oh wait, what did I say I was gonna do? Moon Serenade. We need it for Dart.
Blossom Storm! Yes! Go! Go!
Alright, next thing we need to do absolutely is power down. That was a very dramatic tail swish there. Okay. Power down. Okay, he's in the red. Getting close.
Blossom Storm!
You may also be wondering what happens when the battle is over. We've seen plenty of finishing moves over the course of this game. What's the finishing move here? And it actually is probably pretty obvious. Dart will transform into the Divine Dragoon, and he will use the cannon and deliver the finishing blow that way. It's pretty epic.
Take that, Omni Sweep!
That wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it would be. Ooh, Albert's into yellow, man. I guess I should be glad that was on a power down state, because it probably could have been a lot worse.
Yes! Go! Go! Blazing Dynamo! Ha! Ha! He! Ha! He! Ha! He! Take back! Omni Sweep!
Okay, so that's kind of funny. So the battle is over. This is all automatic at this point. I think I remember the first time I played this and I beat Melbuframa for the first time. When that transformation sequence started automatically, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, is this it? Did I beat it?
Divine Dragon Cannon!
That's it.
Dart! I have been waiting for this moment.
I kept you waiting so long. I'm sorry.
What?
Dare you? Inferior humans cannot outshine me, a god.
Rose, the time has come. This is the end of our long journey.
Zieg,
Could you come with me?
yes. I will never leave you again.
Dart,
You have grown up.
father?
I couldn't do anything for you as a father. Please forgive me.
But father, we finally met. This isn't fair.
Dart, I'm so glad I met you.
Rose! Father!
Go, Dart.
by yourselves.
This is your age to live. Shauna.
What are you talking about? We can all live together.
We were never meant to exist in this city.
No!
My age ended in remote antiquity. Farewell, Dart, and thank you.
Rose! Father!
Well, heck, man. Quite an epic finish. And now we get to see what they're doing afterwards. Kongal is training with Haschel. Yeah, needs a little bit of work there, Kongal. There's Charlie. Back in Leningrad, there's Miranda telling everybody about what happened. That bird seems to be covering a lot of ground, doesn't it? There's Fletz. Yes, Mr. Nello. There's Lohan. There's Kayla and Commodore Bueller. Maru's with Garaha. And in Bale, Albert married Princess Emile. This is such a nice touch. Dart's back in Lavitz's home. And that Lavitz said, when the war ends, let's have a drink together in Bale. He leaves a drink for him. And we finally come full circle, and Celis is being rebuilt. And Dart and Shanna are together finally. Oh, and now we get to go through the credits with the quote-unquote official theme here, if you still believe. Okay, so while the credits are rolling, let's talk about this. So, man, I love this game so much. It is still, all these years later, it's still so freaking good. I mean, let's be real, it's not the greatest. Is it the greatest RPG out there? Not even close. It's not the greatest game of all time or anything like that. It's not going to win any awards like that. But it's fun. And I keep coming back to it time and time again. There's just something about it. Yeah, the story goes a little off the rails towards the end, but you're so wrapped up in it that you don't even think about it too much. Boy, I don't know what else to say other than it was a lot of fun to go through this again. It had been several years since I last played it. I was glad to re-experience everything. Kind of took my time on a few things here that I don't normally do, and I was glad I did. There's so many ways to play the game. I sort of take an approach like you saw here. I picked a group of characters and I just stuck with them the whole time. But you really can play it however you want. That is one thing about the game, I guess, that at least the US version. It's not that hard. I mean, if it's your first time playing, you got to get a feel for it, and maybe it's a little more challenging. But once you understand it, it's pretty easy to go through. Like, I never had a game over or anything like that. And your definition of 100% may vary. I mean, I did all the side quests. There weren't that many, and you saw them all, essentially. So, of course, this will go on the shelf, and in a year or so, I'll probably drag it out again and try a different group. I was just thinking about this the other day of how many different combinations I have gone through. There's 15 possible combinations to play with, and all I know is that I've never done any that involve Miranda. I should probably try that at least once. I've actually done this combo before of Albert and Haschel. It's a pretty good one. There's an awful lot of credits here, man. I actually heard that at one time, the staff had grown to like over 100 people that worked on this. A lot of people put time into this. That's another thing to talk about, I guess. So, at the time this game was made, it was meant to be sort of a response to Final Fantasy. Somebody decides to, let's see if we can find a game that can replace Final Fantasy as the gold standard of JRPGs. It didn't turn out that way. Unfortunately for this game, I think what happened was a couple of months after it came out, Final Fantasy IX hit the shelves and everybody forgot about this game, which is a shame. I think if it had had a little bit more time in the spotlight, it really could have been something. And it is really a shame that there never was a sequel. 20 years later, I don't think we're going to get one. I'd settle for a remaster, or hell, at the very least, put it on the PS4 store. Can you do that? You think you can do that? Because right now, it's only on the PS3 store. Or you can do it the way I'm doing it, which is on an emulator. So that's the thing, is it's kind of hard to dig the game back up, and I wish they would basically modernize it in some fashion, even if it's just throwing the original game on the PS4 store. I mean, we live in an era now where we're getting remakes of Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro, and all kinds of things. It's like, bring this back, man. Bring back the stuff that didn't really get a fair shake the first time around. Oh, here you go. Here's the cast. Is there anybody's name here that I know? No. Nothing there rung a bell with me. Well, anyway, this was a lot of fun to do. I'm glad I got to do this. I'm glad I got to record it. I'm glad other people are watching it and liking it. And if you're one of those people, I mean, let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment. Oh, yes, post-game stuff. Here we are in, like, I guess that's like the crater that's left behind after the moon exploded. And there's that bird again. And oh, look. There's a bird with red-tipped wings and a bird with purple-tipped wings. And gee, look what's sitting over there. And there's our the end credit. And no, I don't think this fades out to a menu at any point either. I think this is... Oh, maybe it does. Huh. Yeah, it does. Okay. Well... there's nothing more to do. So that concludes The Legend of Dragoon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, tap that bell for notifications so you can see whatever I plan to do next. And I hope it's as good as this. Take care. I'll see you next time on the Mykita Gaming channel. Bye.